Let's talk about it. We have a minute left. We're going to get started and let's go. We have a minute here. Take Care looking to show Modern that they might be doing a little bit better than Simply Juice. Simply Juice not able to get any points yesterday, so let's see if Take Care can get it. Last time, Take Care only got 1 point, but like I said, it was before the patch, so we're going to see if this patch has a big impact on how it affects Modern's defense, especially in Windsward. We saw yesterday that they held up strong. Modern and Take Care, Goliath of the server. Big Goliath of the server, guys, so we got 45 seconds. And I'm wondering what kind of attack strategy we're going to see from Take Care off the bat. They used to run a lot of three-point strategy, and it was always good in the past. So we're going to see if they continue that trend or if they want to go into something else and maybe use just a full B strategy, or if they go to the A and C strategy. And then from there, once you take 1 point, it kind of looks like the second point's a little doomed, but that last point in the fort is always traditionally going to be your hardest. So we got 15 minutes, guys. Let's get off the toilet. Let's get the popcorn. Get your drinks. We are going into it. 10 seconds. Take Care. Syndicate taking on Modern. Covenant. Defenders of Windsward right now. Windsward getting into it, guys, and let's go. The war has started. We are off the fort. Predictions are going out now. Got it. Let's go. Predictions should be out. Use your prediction. 29 minutes. 45 seconds on the clock, and you can see a couple of Take Care a little scrambled in the fields right now. Looks like they might be trying to confuse Modern a little bit. You can see that they definitely are going to have some people going over to see Tim's fighting. It looks like they have about maybe 10 players over here at B, so I'm expecting a three-point strategy. That is what I'm expecting, and Tins goes down just like that. Kazari goes down as well. Flash Daddy getting hurt, trying to fight in there. You see Mikey Doug chopping away in the back line. Another of them go down. It looks like a bit of a tug of war, but it looks like Modern wins that fight. A point, taking out about 5 or 10%, and they went for the they went for the 3-point play, but it looks like Take Care lost the B tremendously. So A points taking to about 15%. You see they're going to be calling for the respawns to go A, and if I was Take Care, I might use this opportunity to put some pressure on C. We'll see if C starts taking a lot of Take Care, looking like they're at A. You see a lot of blue skulls going down, and the respawns just came out. This is actually going to be really good. B taking out about 5%, A taking out about 60. Right now, Modern needs to start looking to get on the point. Respawns are going to be going to A, B taking to about 15-20%, but Modern's a little scrambled. Tim's goes down again. Respawns coming up, and it looks like Take Care, that point's got to be at about 70%. Take Care doing a good job already at the start of this game, getting some pressure on a lot of points, and A is at about 75%. A is looking like it might be about 50. B is taking at the same time. It's about 50. So as defense, you have to worry, do you focus B or do you focus A? It looks like the call might be to focus A. A lot of Modern going A, but look, you can see Master Tin's got the call. Forget A. Modern looks like they are giving up A, and Take Care looks like in the first 2 minutes of this game already has a point. This is not surprising from what we've seen, but the influence on C and B is startling. You saw some of the confusion. Modern a little confused whether they should have sent the respawns to A or B, and it shows, but now maybe because of that confusion, you might be losing B point. Modern needs to hurry up, and they need to get some semblance of organization on this point, because you can see that red wave coming in from the A side, and C is ticking as well. So the big group of people that were at A are coming straight for the B point. B is taking at about 15-20. Take Care more worried about the fort side, trying to get their respawns, and look at these huge clumps. Take Care is doing a good job at fighting together. C is taking at about 5 or 10%. Masterton's looking for some good target selection, but it looks like the players on Take Care aren't really putting themselves in a position where they can get caught by somebody like a Master Tens when it comes to getting caught by an assassin. They're sticking together pretty well, although because of that, they have to be careful about not getting grouped. You can see a couple blue and red skulls going down in the grass. Master Tens getting some damage, does get that kill on him, and you got about 20% ticking on the B point. I wonder what the respawns are. Master Ten's caught some ice, and I don't think he's going to be getting out of this. Ice, baby, it is too easy to get a kill when you are stuck in that ice. OP, Jeffrey Bezos, that stuff is broken. Respawns coming up. A point already down. We are only about 3 or 4 minutes in this game, guys. Yep, we are only 4 minutes into this game, and Take Care already has a point. Let's see if they can transition some of that momentum over here to the B point. It looks like they are. Badger Den, thank you so much for the follow. It is appreciated. Hopefully you enjoy the stream. LHS66, thank you so much for the follow. Hopefully you enjoy the shoutcast. We got C taking out about 5-10%. B looks like it's going back down. We still have a lot of time to play. left in this war. So we're going to see how they want to do it. Salty Pickle, Lamau, love the name. Thank you so much for the follow. And it looks like Take Care is taking care of this C point right now. You can see some of the people coming over here trying to get some pressure on it, trying to make sure that it stops ticking. C point ticking at about 15%. 20%. They need to stop this C point tick. Now it looks like they Take Care might be trying to draw them over to the C point so they can start getting pressure on B. So let's see how it goes. It looks like they your dad's Thorgan. Thanks so much for the follow. It is appreciated. And you can see about 15 players from maybe about 10, maybe 15 over here from Modern defending C, just warding them off. No real influence being had right now. Take Care not able to get any influence right now. They're only about 5 minutes into this game. They're not too worried. They have a lot of time to play with. You got to be careful though. Sometimes it's easy to get caught on this 2-point hold. The 2-point hold, it can be easy. So we're gonna do a little hydro homie check real fast. All right, let's go. B starts ticking at about 5-10%. Take Care, trying to get some influence, trying to utilize that rally point. You can see a couple people coming in from the rally point, trying to utilize that respawn. They want to get control of that rotate side, and I can imagine they have some people focusing on the forward side. Master 10 trying to get some solo kills around the point. You can see some big clumps, and right here, this is going to be bad for Take Care. They're doing a good job at getting some of these clump kills, but you can see Take Care does. Attackers have good agency on the point. Big grabs going out. It's a tug and war, and then you see some blue skulls, you see some red skulls. A lot of people going down. B ticking to about 35-40%. C is starting to tick, so you have to start wondering what that influence looks like on that side. If you're defenders, you want to say, you're seeing in the comms, hey, how many people are over at C? B is a big brawl right now. I need to know how many people are over there at C. Do we need to answer it? C ticking at about 5%. B influence stops ticking down. Respawns trickling in. Now, if you're Take Care, you want to be careful here. You don't want to be caught early with doing the trickle in effect if it's not working. Sometimes, if you have agency on the point, you can afford to do the trickle in effect, but you have to make sure that you don't do it for too long. And look, this is actually really good. They got a lot of kills in the rotate, so now the respawns from the rally point that they took earlier are able to get here in for free and focus the fort, focus the war camp side, able to create a wave and a barrier that puts them in a position of being able to win. Right now, we're 24 minutes in the game. B has about 5 or 10%. Take Care doing a good job of getting influence on the point, but they need to start winning some clump kills. They need to start creating some pressure where you kill about 5-7 people at a time. Master 10's going in for the solo kill over here. Can he get it? He is trying, and it looks like he might be able to get away. Master 10's not giving up. B taking up to about 5-10%. C starts a little bit of tick here. Right now, Take Care needs to start winning some fights and big clumps on the war camp side of this point. War camp side has tons of clumps right now. Ice all over it, trying to win the fight. B taking to about 15%, 10, 15. It looks like it's in Take Care's favor right now. You can see some of the call. The call, Master 10's just got the call. Hey, we're losing the C side, so we need pressure over here. Now, this is actually bad if you're defenders, I think. B is still ticking, and you're sending guys from B to go over to C. They're going to try and kill the guys at C fast. The call is to kill them at fast. It looks like Rice might just get in the way of Master 10's, and Master 10's takes him out just like that. Dude just came back from the war camp, and he said, you need to go back, buddy. You are in the wrong area. But look, just like I said, B ticking at about 60%. They have to kill this C side really fast. Now you can see Master 10's might be making the call to go back. B ticking at about 60%. I'm a little worried for Modern right here. They need to kill this C side pressure, but they might not be too worried considering that B is still ticking, but C is going. You need to send these people back to B, possibly. I'm not seeing the point, but B is taking at about 75%. Are they going to be able to stop this? B taking about, it looks like they're making the call to get the haste spot and go back to B. It looks like maybe the influence is going back down. The influence is going back down on B. That was a close call from Modern. Take Care doing a good job right there. And we're going to see how these respawns are coming in. It looks like Take Care has control of the point. Calls to try and help B, but it might be too late. Take Care has the point at B, and it is captured. Take Care doing a good job at creating pressure on the C side so the B point could easily get taken. And they do it. And we are 8 minutes, and we have a war, guys. It is fight night right now. We are at about 8 minutes into this game. Take Care has 2 points down. Now let's see if they can get past the single point hold. Single point hold traditionally is hard to get past. So we have 8 minutes in this game, 22 minutes left for Take Care to take this fort, and they are focusing that fort side. They are looking for the respawns of Modern. They don't want the respawns of Modern to come out. It looks like you see Tins going on a fight with Maelstrom Vo. It is a little bit of a battle here in the on the rotate, but he does not have any backup. Maelstrom has Spray Machine with him. LM Kim, we know who he is. He's there backing his boy up. Ken kind of caught out. Now let's do a little bit of perspective change. Let's jump into it. Let's see what LM Kim's feeling right now. Let's see how he's feeling with this. They're feeling good. Right now he's getting caught a little bit on the bonfire side. LM Kim gets caught. Right now we are watching Void Gauntlet and Ice. A little bit of gameplay. We switch to attack so anybody knows, anybody wants to know. That's what we're doing. I want to see a little bit of take care side of things. You can see they're taking care of this bonfire side. They're doing a good job trying to get into the fort side and into the tree side. So the reason why they want to do that is they want to make Modern feel scrambled. LM Kim doing a good job of trying to pressure the healers right now. Right now, Take Care is just looking to try and get some kills. Frederick chopping in the chat earlier. In this where LM Kim might be getting caught here. Hit with the eyes. I don't know if you can dash. He is able to get out. Light Mage OP. Or not. He needs some heals. Now he needs Jesus. He is out of this war for another 8 seconds. LM Kim put on a respawn. Modern doing a good job at warding off. Kiss for Cookie. Thank you so much for the follow. Hopefully you are enjoying the Shoutcast. Appreciate it. We have respawns coming up, and the respawn is at the rally point. Let's see what they can do. Respawns coming in. Now, like we've seen in the last couple wars, guys, you get put in a position when you're on attack to do the trickle-in effect on this last point. Now, Take Care traditionally is good at it. Take Care is traditionally good at keeping them in on the at kind of prioritizing the trickle-in effect. Rain261, thanks so much for the follow. But the way it works is you want to make it to where the trickle-in effect essentially can be good and it can be bad from what I've seen in history. If you make it to where nobody's focusing your rally point side where you're coming in, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You can create pressure going in from the rotate and you're not getting answered. And look at those red skulls going down. That is looking good. But you see some blue skulls going down. You can see it's a big brawl over there on the fort side, and it looks like Take Care might be losing it. I see a little bit more Modern. Guacamole, holy guacamole, thank you so much for the follow. Kev, thank you so much for the follow again. Got Magaj, thank you so much for the sub. It is appreciated. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. We got respawns coming up in about 5 seconds, guys. Respawns are coming up, and it is just that easy. We got respawns up right now. Let's see how it goes. They need to stop. I think they might need to stop the trickle-in effect here. They might need to do a quick regroup. Yes, you have a lot of time to play with, but you don't want to be caught doing this for too long unless you really get a good semblance of organization from the attackers here. Modern doing a good job at warding them off. All that momentum that they had coming from the B play wasn't able to transition to much. You see a couple blue skulls going down here. Looks like they're doing a good job of focusing the point. Right now, Take Care is fighting all around the point, which is definitely the call. You want to put Modern in a position where they're spawning on the fort side, then you can focus the fort side and just kind of funnel them in. And I can imagine here in a second, Take Care might be making the call to focus the point. It looks like they have enough possibly to be creating that pressure, but you can see actually no, blue skulls going down. Take Care, you got this is exactly what I'm talking about, guys. This 3-point hold is hard. The 3-point hold, you don't want to be caught in this trap. You got to reorganize, you got to reposition, and look, it looks like that is the call being made. Regroup. You do not want to be doing this for too long. Turn off what? Oh, turn off noties. All right, sorry, guys. I'll turn off the noties. Wife coming in clutch. Sorry, guys. I will turn it off. I'll shout you guys out after. We got 18 minutes and 30 seconds left. That's big ups to the wife, guys. We got 18 minutes and 30 seconds left, and it looks like the regroup does come through. The regroup that I was talking about comes through. I knew that this is what they needed right now. You have a lot of time to play with, but if you play with that time too long and it's going to hurt you, you're going to have a big wave coming in from the fort side. And look, you can see in the back. Look in the back, guys. They have people coming in from the war camp side. So they're trying to create a pincer, but they have to make sure they play it right. They want people to go in on the fort side, so it makes Modern focus the fort. But in the back, you're going to have people focusing the point. So I can imagine it looks like Take Care winning this fort side, and the pincer might be working. There should be some bodies over here on the C side, and you can see they're starting to create the pincer movement, and it might be working in Take Care. I can imagine this might start working in for some C point pressure, and then it's going to put Modern into a respawn on the fort side. They got to make sure they win these fights, though, and exactly that. They are focusing the point right now. Right now, whoever wins this point, you will start getting some influence. A lot of groups on the war camp side, and look at that, guys. We see grabs, we see Ice going down. Take Care needs to win this fight right now if they want some influence. C takes a little bit. They need to start focusing the point a little bit right now, and they need to get Modern into a point where they're respawning from the fort, and you can just focus the fort side. C taking out about 5-10%, but you see a lot of blue skulls going down. I don't know if that was enough. We'll have to see. It might not have been enough kills. It might not have been enough pressure to actually start translating it into a point take. So we'll see how it goes. LM Kim entombing on the point, trying to survive through all that. And look at this huge clump. Whoever wins this clump, it's going to mean a lot here. LM Kim goes down. You see a couple red skulls going down. Kenneth, governor of Modern, is going down over there. We got respawns in 10 seconds. Respawns in 10 seconds. C points ticking, a couple red skulls going down. This might not be bad from Take Care. It looks like they have a decent amount of agency on the point. C taking out about 5 or 10. The respawns are coming in now, guys. So the respawns are coming in. You can get a haste pot. You can get over to the C point. Now, this could be good. How they utilize these respawns are important. He needs to get a haste pot. He needs to get there fast. That's exactly why he's buying them. He's like, I need to get there fast. Right now, the call is reinforced C because they had enough pressure to kind of be annoying. So they're trying to make sure. And look, you can see a sea of blue. You don't want to get caught in this grab, though. It looks like there's some big grabs over here on this bonfire side near the fort side, and they're pushing in. The respawns from Take Care are pushing in. You can imagine some of Modern's respawns are going to be on this fort side. A lot of people focusing. Look at that big clump of Modern on the tree side. So the reason why defenders are focusing that tree side right now is because that's not a pressure point if you're an attacker. It's hard to get to that tree side. You have to run through the fort side. You have to run through the point. You have to run through you got to run through a lot. So Modern knows that they have a little bit of a little blanket of security over there in the trees. So that's why a lot of them are grouping over there. You see a lot of healers, a lot of mages. And now, though, because they're getting pushed out of the trees, it looks like Modern is making the call to focus around the bonfire. So they're doing a good job at answering all these pressure points. We've been held on here for about 7 minutes. Take Care got a lot in the first, but Take Care really needs to start getting some point pressure here. Again, we are seeing the last point hold being so strong. Last point hold being so strong. Hydro homie check. Got to get some big hydro in. Guys, we are at about halfway through this war, guys. Halfway through this war. And TC currently is stuck on this single point hold. That's Tins. Tins going in for LM Kim. He's able to get out. Woo! He about had 10s on him. Do not want that happening. We are officially halfway through this war, and TC starts getting some ticks on the point. C is taking out about 5%. LM Kim goes down. This is not good. Olympias, LM Kim go down on the sides. 30-second respawns, guys. TC does not want to die right now. You can tell right now defenders are trying to get big kills because this respawn timer is massive. 20 seconds, 25 seconds on the respawn. And let's take a little look. Up, Tens is dead too. We got respawn timers all around. We got 10 seconds, guys. 10 seconds, and then we're going to see another fight. TC getting caught in the trap of the final point. It's not uncommon. It actually happens a lot. You're going to see, whether even if they're 100% really solid, great companies, this final point is extremely hard. This final point is very hard. But look, C's taking out about 5 or 10%, and respawns are coming in now. If respawns... Okay, here we go. This could be really good. Respawns are coming in, hitting the point hard. Modern's got to be careful. The respawns are coming in from the side. If Modern's not careful and they group too much. Oh, and look, you can see a couple red skulls going down. They could transition this to some influence on the point. I'm going to really need to see some influence ticking right now. They got a couple good kills. Markov, Frederick chopping on the other side. And right now you can see TC looking at the point. They need to start winning these clump fights. Bunch of red bars going out. You see a bunch of blue boys over there. And look at these casters on the side. LM Kim doing a good job of trying to put some pressure on the healers. A lot of healers from the defenders on the war camp side. And Modern doing a good job of holding them off on the point. It looks like the healers might be getting enough pressure, though. Modern's got to be careful. TC doing a good job of warding off the healers. Red skulls going down. C points ticking. C points ticking. The respawns have to be there. Huh? After 30 minutes. We have C ticking at about 5-10%. 13 minutes, guys. 13 minutes left. Let's go. C taking out about 15%, guys. TC doing a good job of focusing around. So right now, TC is making the call to kill the guys around the point. And that's a good clump right there. They got to get some of those kills. A lot of Modern going to be stacking on the fort side. They need to start getting some pressure on the point. They don't have a lot of time to play with, guys. They need to start getting some pressure. Big clump. LM Kim with a big spike right there, getting a kill. Big clumps on the point, guys. And red skulls going down. TC needs to transition this to more clump kills. And look, that's exactly what they're doing. They need to survive this. LM Kim needs to survive. Pulls the Entomb out. Right now is a good time for TC to try and get some influence on the point. You can see it starts ticking. And respawns are coming in. This could be it, guys. This very well could be it. They need to finish the kills, but they need to start thinking about the point. See, he's taking out about 5 or 10%. The people on the war camp side need to just push to the point right now. They need to push to the point and worry about it because they just got a lot of kills. Right now, they have the agency. See, taking out about 15-20%. They need TC doing a good job of getting some agency on the point. Rexy, we're going to have him on the call after this. We're going to have Rexy on a call after this. Red Skull's going down. We are going to see, you see they're coming in from the fort side. They're trying to come in, but look at that. It's a huge wipe. You see about 3 or 4 people dying right there. TC with another big counter kill, and these guys on the point might just die. The focus might be on the point C, taking it about 50%. You can see Modern making a mad dash coming in from the fort side C, taking it at about 60. TC doing a good job of warding them off. They need to focus on the fort side. If Modern can't go through the fort, they're not going to be able to get through to this point, and it looks like they're trying to make a call to get to the point C, taking it at about 65. TC doing a good job of fighting them off. Modern looking a little scrambled right now, and that's a huge clump. They got to be careful. Wolfie, solid healer for Modern. C ticking at about 75, 80%, 85. It is ticking, guys. TC might be taking this point. Modern making a mad call to get to the point. Guys, TC might be having it. They need to win this point right now. 90%, guys. Can TC do it? TC might be able to take it to a fort fight. And guys, I think it is going to happen. TC takes it to the fort. TC has 11 minutes. It is a fort fight. It is fort fight on fight night right now. And TC is taking them to 11 minutes left in this game. Can they use this to get a fort? It is going to be intense right now. A lot of teams are being taken to a fort fight. We're going to see if Modern can hold them off. Yesterday, Simply Juiced, not able to get any points on Modern. And we're seeing today, TC, it got all 3 respawns coming up right now. Not a bad time to die. I think he should give up. I don't know. He is in the crossfire. You might just get shot with an arrow. All right, here we go. We are respawning here, guys. A gate going down a little bit. This is going to be very important. We got a fort fight right now. It is a fort fight, and TC is trying to make their marks. Voice scream going out. Jeffrey Bezos. Got to get your mom out of there. I think that is his mom. All right, we got A gate going down. C gate going down. B is at about half. So right now, attackers trying to focus on getting on all the doors, trying to get all the doors down along on the whole fort, because you want to create that pressure for the defenders. You don't want to make them feel like they have any type of security. So when you get all those doors down, it makes you feel like you have nowhere to go. So here we go, guys. Here we go. We got 10 minutes. Can TC transition this? We're wondering if TC can transition this into a fort take. Back gate's still up. It looks like they're slowly trickling down, and powder kegs coming in. That D gate just gets exploded. And guys, all gates are down. All bets are off. Modern defending their fort with their life right now. Windsward, the most economic territory on the server. This territory makes almost 3 million gold a week, guys. This would be huge if Take Care can take this and do that for their company. You can see the call is not to panic and to get in. They're trying to get all these guys outside first. Not a bad call. Kim, get out of here, Jeffrey Bezos. Not the first time anyone's ever said that. 9 minutes left, guys. We need to start seeing a push into the fort. I'm not sure what the other sides are looking like, but right now TC has just kind of been dancing around the fort for about 2 minutes here. It's not bad. But I think LM Kim's taking this personally at this point. At this point, LM Kim's like, Jesus, can this guy just stop killing our guys? Now you can see TC made the call to go in, but it might be just dead in the water on the A side. It looks like they're going to try and get some pressure from another side. Graf coming out. They're trying to get a couple kills so they can get into the fort. They're making the call. They're saying, guys, we got to get into the fort right now. We only have 8 minutes and 30 seconds. They need to start getting some agency along the walls and creating pressure. As you can see, a couple people fighting on the backside of the fort. They're going to be looking at the respawns. Modern, a little scrambled here. They're losing on this A side now that there's people on the fort. Defenders are not going to be able to focus the gates, which means attackers are going to be coming in wherever they want, whenever they want. This is really good for TC, but how they control these walls is going to be important. LM Kim knows he is going to be down. We got a 50-second respawn timer on LM Kim here. They are getting fat, guys. They are getting fat. We're going to watch a little bit of 10s here. 8 minutes left. We're going to watch some 10s on the fort. We're just going to finish this on 10 since he is a defender here. He's going to be trying to defend this off. We have 7 minutes and 50 seconds. 10's doing a little bit of damage on him. Attackers doing a good job of creating chaos. Chaos is in the fort right now, guys. There's tons of stuff going on. They're trying to focus so many points. You can see a lot of attackers are grouping up here, and Modern loses the fight above B. 10's might be going down. He's trying to get out. And defenders, and look at that though. A back gate is open. 10's gets the kill, not letting him get revived by his homie. A back gate goes open. That's not one of the most beneficial gates to go open, but it's something. It's a pressure point TC doesn't have to worry about, or my bad, Modern doesn't have to worry about. And look at this. You can see Modern prioritizing their respawns. They're making sure that they can't get them into a position where they're getting camped on the respawn. TC they had 11 minutes on this fort fight, guys, and we have 7 minutes left in this game. They need to start getting some pressure. They need to start looking at respawns, but most importantly, they need to start getting some clump kills. They need to start getting some big kills here. You need to put the defenders on a respawn timer, because once the defenders are on a respawn timer, then you can transition it into a respawn kill. And then when the respawn timers are at 50 seconds, it makes it to where it's impossible to protect the point because you just respawned and you just died. It looks like attackers trying to get agency on the walls here. A couple of them you can see. And you can see over there on the corner of your eye that the A side shop respawns. Tin's flying in, going in there. He's pushing these guys off of the B. I don't know if he meant, but he just flew off that wall. He is in enemy territory right now. He's going a bit AWOL. He needs to get back in the point. Okay, so now you can see the E gate goes up as well. So both the back gates are up. Tin's kind of dancing around the attackers, I guess creating some pressure on their point side. We have 6 minutes left, guys. TC calling for a regroup. This is smart. They notice they're just trickling a little bit. They're just trickling. It's not enough right now. They need to do a full regroup. It needs to be calculated. The fort fight, you are not going to win by a trickle-in effect in the fort fight. You need to make sure that you go in, you get clump kills, you win the team fight, and then you look at the respawns. That's what you need to do. So right now, TC's making the call to regroup. They only have 5 minutes and 40 seconds left, guys. And Tins is going to be going down. Not a bad time to die, though. Respawn's up in 1. That was actually really coordinated. If I had to die, it would have been at that time, too. So not bad at all. Looks like TC focusing a little bit of the back gates. TC just biding their time, and it looks like they're making the call to go in right now. It looks like they're making the call to get into the fort. Let's see if they can transition this to any type of influence on the point or any type of pressure on the respawns. Guys, they only have 5 minutes. Respawn timers are going crazy. Tin's trying to put some pressure on the healers out here. Markoloff coming in to help him out. Tin's trying to just make sure that these guys can't do whatever they want in the doorway. Tins needs a healer, though. He's back here by himself trying to find some heals, and he gets them. TC looks like they're focused on the respawns. And, guys, it looks like TC might be getting some pressure. Look at all these TC players. Tins coming in with a good shockwave. TC trying to focus. And you can see Influence coming on the point. Influence is at about 5 or 10%. If Tins respawns right now when he dies, this is important. How TC controls these respawns right now could determine the game. And let's see. You see some eyes. You can see TC players are looking at the respawn. TC needs to get these big wipes on the respawns right now. You need big kills. You only have 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game, guys. You need big kills and big wipes, but I don't think they were able to do it. You can see TC going down. They are dying at the respawn. They tried. It wasn't a bad effort, but you got to be thinking, do you regroup or do you create the trickle effect? Do you keep trying it that way? TC, Jinx might be in the crossfire. Tins, and Jinx goes down. Good kill from Tins here. Point is ticking to about 5%, guys. 4 minutes left in the game. Point's ticking about 5%. Respawns at about 20 seconds left on the respawn. Point was ticking. A couple blue skulls going down, a couple red skulls going down. You got respawns in 15. TC right now needs to be looking at these respawns. That's what they need to do. They need to try and get people on this respawn timer. These respawns from Modern right now, if they get killed, they could potentially lose the point. We got 5 seconds on the respawns. Red skulls going down. Doesn't look like they have enough pressure in the fort. It doesn't look like they have enough pressure in the fort to be looking at the respawns. No influence on the point. 3 minutes and 40 seconds, guys. Take care. Had 11 minutes on this fort. They did a good job. They need to try and get this fort. They want that 3 million gold a week. You can see TC looking at their respawns. Tins doing a good job at cleaning a little bit of these kills up. TC calling for one last regroup by the looks of it. It looks like they might be grouping outside. It looks like they might be grouping out outside. We'll see how it goes. They only have about enough time for maybe one more full regroup push. They can't get away with much. Tins tries to go for the kill, but he kind of dashes off the stairs there. Big grabs on the respawn side. TC looks like they're pulling the trigger. Gates up on the back gates again. Back gates not a pressure point. Back gate's not a pressure point for Modern, so they don't have to worry about anybody coming in. Both the streamers were watching Ken. LM Ken going in with Tins here. And we got a war on these sides here, guys. 2 minutes and 50 seconds. TC is trying. I don't think that this is going to be the regroup that you need. You only have about maybe one or more respawns, but look at that guy's point. It's taking out about 5%. But they're getting wiped on this side. I don't think that is going to take any longer. TC getting wiped on the sides. Now that the back gates are up, that is not a pressure point. Guys, we only have 2 minutes left in this game. We only have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game, guys. And we need to see a transition of power. TC needs to bring this power in, and you can see some of the influence going up right now, guys. TC influence going to about 10 or 15%. Master Tens, you need to start looking at the point. What are the respawn timers? I'm wondering what the respawn timers are. The defenders right now. Point going up to about 10 or 15. Look, you can see a ton of pressure on the point. It looks like everybody is looking at that point. Pressure might be going back down. Tons of TC players over there trying to get the kills, trying to win the clump fight. Point ticking at about 10 or 15%. Guys, this is Windsward. This is Modern versus TC. This is not going to be an easy war. TC showing up for it. It looks like they might be losing the point a little bit. Tens gets a kill. Not bad. What are the respawn timers? I am very curious. I need to know because it's going to matter everything here. It's going to really matter. His boy goes down. Dynamic over there goes down. Markloff fighting on the point. Point pressure goes back down. We have a minute and 40 seconds left in this war, guys. TC needs to do it here. If the only chance of winning right now is if they do this push, they come in and they win the kill. They got to win the fight. They got to get the kills. A minute and 30 seconds, guys. Can TC do it? Goliaths of the server. Big hitters on Pluto right now. We are on planet Pluto, and they are showing everybody what they're made of. A minute and 20 seconds. Can they get this last final push? They need to get kills. Influence taking up to about 5 or 10%. TC knows this is it. This has to be it. Respawns. You're not going to be able to respawn again. Anybody who dies right now, you are dead. The point ticking at about 15, 20. Guys, we have about a minute left in this game, and the point is ticking at about 15%, 20%. Can they do it? The point is ticking. Are they winning these fights? TC might be able to. Point ticking to about 40%. Are they going to do it, guys? The respawns, if you're dead right now, you're not respawning into this. You are pretty much not doing it. You have 50% on the fourth point. TC, Red Skull's going down. Did they overcommit? Can they win the counter push? Fourth point at about 60%. Guys, it looks like TC might be taking it. The point is at about 70%, 75%, and you can see the respawn timers are 50 seconds. TC looks like they're getting wiped, though. Modern might have came in enough. We only have 40 seconds. If you're dead, you're dead. You're not coming back. And guys, it looks like you see some blue skulls coming down, but you see the reinforcements coming in from TC. They're coming out the blue gate. They might be able to have it. There's about 60, 70% blue skulls go down. Can TC take it? It's at about 75. I can tell you Modern is going to, they might lose this, guys. It is at about 80%. TC winning this fight. Are they going to take it? It might happen. It looks like TC might be having this point. Is there enough time left in this game? It looks like they might have it. TC might be taking Windsward, guys. TC is taking care of Modern. And guys, take care. Just beat Modern. Live, you guys seen it first. Take care. Beat Modern and Windsward. Take care. Is taking care of Modern right now, guys. They took them. They got it. They beat the Goliath that is Modern on this server. Nobody else able on this server able to stand up to Modern and takes care of business. Hydro homie check for that one. What a game, boys. GG's in the chat, guys. GG's in the chat. GG's, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that shoutcast. That was a lot of fun, man. That might have been the most hype war we've ever done. That might have been the most hype war we've ever done, guys. That was intense. That was intense, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that shoutcast. Guys, we are going to have on the edge of the seats 310 viewers. Wow, I didn't even notice. I don't look at any comments or anything while this is happening. Thank you guys so much for the love. If you guys enjoyed that, please hit a follow, hit a sub. Your boy Willie out here creating hype, doing what we can here for the viewers, for the fam. We got emotes coming. We got sub badges now. The predictions over, guys. Predictions are in. Thank you so much for the gifted subs, guys. You're worried for me? Hey, man, I was having a lot of fun. That was insane. Vlaslav, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Shuey, thank you so much for the follow. Great casting, thank you, man. I had a lot of fun. It was a great war. I'm so glad to be able to provide that for everybody. Good cast. I appreciate it, man. That was a banger of a war. Thank you so much. Little 1-800, thank you so much for the follow. Most insane war that was, man. That was insane. Nice cast. Thank you guys, man. That was a banger. Tomorrow we have a drunk shoutcast. Psychotic, thank you so much for the follow, brother. Hopefully you enjoyed that cast. Yep, tomorrow we have a drunk shoutcast. We have 3 wars lined up for tomorrow. LM raid, I didn't even see that. Or are you saying to raid LM Kin? Well, right now, guys, don't go anywhere. Oh, rating. Oh, my God. LM Kim, thank you so much for the 111 people raid. Let's go. Big props to LM Kim. Did a fantastic job there in that war. We were watching his point of view, guys. Make sure that we show him some love. Big props. Thank you so much, brother. It is appreciated. We watched you. You did a fantastic job. Everybody pulling through. Omni Slash, thank you so much for the follow. Guys, take care. Just beat Modern. That is insane, guys. But you know what? It was a valiant effort, guys. It had to come down in the last 10 seconds. Post-war interview. Yes, guys. Guys, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, guys. We have a post-game interview, post-war interview here. We should be having some conversations from... We should have some... We should have it. We should have the conversation here, so... We will be talking to TC first, guys. Guys, that was a fantastic war. Thank you so much for the raid, Ken. You did a fantastic job in that war, brother. The Gov of TC, that would be useless TC player, I am pretty sure. 394 viewers. Let's go, guys. Remember, if you guys are enjoying it, drop a follow, drop a sub. Your boy Willie out here casting, having a lot of fun, man. It has been a fun night. TC just took Modern, guys. Just took Windsward. Gasm, thank you so much for the follow. It is appreciated. TC and Will are Willie #1 fan. Hey, it's appreciated. I have a lot of fans. I love it all. Thank you guys so much. And 2 noobs, thank you so much for the follow. All right, guys, we should be getting an interview here in a moment.
Let's go.
You can see, guys, TC Win Again are in the chat. Ride TV, thank you so much for the follow, brother. Hopefully you enjoyed the cast. We have an interview coming up. Rap, thank you so much for the follow.
Let's go.
It is appreciated, man. Hopefully you enjoyed the cast. The Razilla, thank you so much for the follow, man. Guys, we should be having an interview coming in, guys.
Let's go.
All right, here we go, guys. We're gonna have an interview with TC here. Chunksy, thank you so much for the follow. Mr. and Rando's Gaming, thanks so much for the follow. Just so you guys know, we have a little post-war interview graphic here. Let me update these war results. As you can see, guys, just for the memes, you know, TC does win again. They did a good job here. Right now, it looks like we'll be getting Andrew on the podcast or on the cast here for the interview. Let's get him in here. TC coming in hot. TC coming in hot after this victory. Thank you guys for the follows. I'll shout you guys out after this interview here. All right, let me make sure everything is turned up. All right, guys. Remember, I'm doing this in my Discord, guys. If you enjoy this stuff, dry lip. Hey, man, guys, I do this. If you guys want, stay up to date with the Discord here. I'm gonna be having, I think it's Coach Pull Up him. He's already in there. All right, 1 second. I make sure I give these guys. Guys, here we go. All right. Andrew, are you there?
Hey, how you doing?
Woo! Is that too loud for you guys, or is that good? How's that sound feel for you guys? Can you say something again, Andrew?
Hello, hello, hello. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing.
All right. That's about as loud as I can get. I'm sorry, guys. I can't turn them up any louder. I don't know why.
What, am I quiet?
People are saying you are, but you're screaming in my ears.
I can just put it inside my mouth if you want. Hold on.
Yo.
It's not good. I don't know. It's on max volume. I don't know.
I hear. Say something again one more time.
Hello, hello, hello. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Hello.
Is that good for you guys?
I have a feeling your chat might be trolling you. I don't know.
No. They said it's perfect now. Hell yeah, we got it. All right.
Cool.
Andrew, coming in hot here, guys. So let's talk about it. Before we get into the war, I was gonna ask you a question. Before we knew the results of the war. Kind of what I asked Simply Juice yesterday. So yesterday I asked Simply Juice, Syndicate faction on the upswing. You heard Modern yesterday saying there is a purple plague going on right now. I need to know. I want to hear from you guys. Before this war, where did you guys feel like Take Care fit into your faction?
Well, first of all, let me just introduce myself a little bit. I'm sure a lot of people in the community don't know me.
That is true.
My name is Coach Pullup. My name is Andrew. You can call me Andrew. I am the physical, emotional, and spiritual leader of Take Care. My partner in crime, Alex, is the GM. He's the one that handles the technical side in game, the VOD review, the war plans. I'm more of the making sure everybody is ready to go into the war. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. You got to keep that hype going. You got to make sure you have somebody that's the energy.
It's on all levels, though. It's on all levels. And I just want to say, before we even get started with this, I'm so proud of my guild, Take Care, and all the members that contributed to this war. Not only those guys, though, but the rest of the guild, too. It's not just a 50-man effort. We have a whole guild full of members who really all contribute, and, this result is really just... it's destiny, right? Like, this was always going to happen. It was just a matter of time. The time is now, and I couldn't be more proud of my guys. First question, please.
Yeah, of course. It's awesome. It's awesome to introduce yourself because the reason why we're doing this too is we want to make sure that the community gets to hear these awesome voices of the companies that are doing this stuff on the server. So, where does Take Care fit into your faction?
We're the natural leader of this faction, right? Everyone's going to rally to Take Care, and we're just going to bring purple to the very top. This is what we've done on the past 2 or 3 servers we've been on, and Pluto's nothing new, right? So it's every server we've been on, we've led our faction, and we've won, and we've conquered the server. And this is our 3rd server we're on now, and it's not going to be anything different,
Yeah, and I can say I have been on the receiving end of that. We have a little history ourselves, so that's kind of funny in itself. So I can honestly attest to that. You guys have some talent over there. You guys do a good job. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about this war. So at first, you guys were. I think there was a moment on that second, when on the 2-point hold that you guys were stalling for a second, but you guys did good taking it. Were you guys scrambling a little bit whenever it was on the final point hold? Because I noticed that you guys took a second to get that final point. Or was the regroup what you guys needed, or what was your opinions on that?
It probably looked a little unorganized, right? Like towards the end.
Yeah, it did, at least on the fort. Definitely a little 100%. Bit on the fort, but a little bit on the point. That 1 point held you guys up for a little bit there.
And you know what? We're all human. We all make mistakes. Sometimes it doesn't go your way. All we did was we got together. We did a little breathing exercise. I like to do breathing exercises with my players. So it was like a little regroup in the mind and the soul, right? Breathing in, breathing out. And then we finally take that point, right? And there's a lot of guys in the chat. I think I have one name. Hold on. Let me just scroll up a little bit. That thought we had no chance. And for me, it's just like when we get the first 2 caps within 5 minutes. We struggle a little bit on the 3rd, but then we dominate. And then we get to the 4th, and there's 2 minutes left, and there's guys saying, oh, they don't have a shot. Oh, modern bases their whole defense around the fort protection. Their fort has never been penetrated. Oh, there's 2 minutes left. Take Care as better players? Yeah, good joke. The fight's not even over yet. It's like they're already talking about victory before the clock hits 0. Yeah. It's disrespectful, but it is what it is. Pancake on top. I don't know what you were thinking, but
here's the thing. Everybody's gonna have their own opinions about. Everybody's gonna have their own opinions. Everybody's gonna have their own bias for who they like due to personal relationships in the game.
I would like to personally give Pancake on Top 247 a discount in our new city if he would like. I want to help him out a little bit,
Hey, I get you. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the war here, though. So
Yes,
you
sir.
guys, yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the war. I want to talk a little bit about the strategy here. You guys did take it, but you guys took it with about the last. You guys had about. I can't. I didn't know the time because I was on a desk screen here, but it had to be. How much seconds were left on that fort take?
Milliseconds.
Yeah, I was gonna say it had to be the last like 5 seconds because the guy was dead. I was watching, but before he died, I looked at the timer. I'm like, dude, it has to be like 5 seconds. Like it had to be something like that. So it was in the last like couple seconds.
I'll be honest. I was shitting my pants.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
I think most people were too, and I think I popped a hernia casting it. So I'm right there with you. It was a fun one to cast.
But what if I told you that was planned to win last second? What if I told you that?
So what you're saying that was planned? You wanted that energy. You wanted that last 5 second cap. It was all on purpose.
No, it wasn't planned, but that would have been cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it definitely would have been hype. Either way, though.
No, but honestly, they did put up a good fight. I do want to say Moderns, it's one of the biggest challenges that we've had as a company throughout the 3 servers that we've been on. So I do want to give them their credit. I want to give a big shout out to the Guild on the Purple faction. They've helped us out a lot. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I do want to say Modern put up a fight, and it's always great having a challenge. Like easy wins aren't fun, You always want to challenge yourself, and they provided that. And I really am hoping we can get a couple more fights with them. I do know there's a little bit of dating drama going on in their guild, and I'm hoping they can make it past it, and we can keep getting good fights with them. Because this was fun. This was a good time.
Yeah, it was a great time, and I think whenever you have that healthy competition on a server, that's what makes it a whole lot of fun. Well, I want to say congratulations to you guys, man. It was a well-deserved win. I know that you guys put in a lot of work in what you do. So, all whatever stuff aside, it is a really good win for you guys. Congratulations.
Willie, I want to say thank you to you for broadcasting all these fights. You're putting a lot of exposure on our server, and I think everyone in the community enjoys it. And this was fun, and shout out to the whole community of Pluto, and take care wins again, and it's not the last time. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, thank you so much, man. I really am trying. I want to make it to where everybody can see that they're, I said this yesterday, but we're real gamers here. We're real people trying to get some hype into this. We take this stuff seriously. I mean, a lot of it's important. So it's really cool to see that I can give voices to these companies that I'm casting. I can give love to the streamers that are letting me follow them and do this. So it's a big community effort here. So it is much appreciated. And thank you for pointing that out, man. It's all love. And congratulations on your win. Are there any final thoughts? What's the move from Take Care from here? Where are you guys going next? What do you plan on dominating?
Willie, it's world domination. Let's be honest, right? 3 for 3, world domination. Take Care wins again, but also Willie. Let me get a Willie wins again in the chat. Take Care wins again. We're winning together. It's beautiful, and I can't wait to do this again. We're having a blast over on our side. We're having a really good time. I hope everyone else is too, and have a great night.
All right, yep. Thank you so much for the interview, Andrew. Congratulations. Go celebrate. Take a sip of the 40.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy your night, brother.
Yes, sir. You too.
All right, guys. We had it there. Andrew, big shout out. Thank you so much for the Willie wins again. You guys are awesome. I appreciate it. Great interview. Thank you, Zeb. I'm having so much fun doing this for everybody. That was Coach Pull Up Andrew from TC. Now, I know I got some Modern watching. I believe we had Chris Turk and Rexy up on the cast. If you guys want, they are up next, so we'll give them a second. I'm going to bless you with my POV soon, brother. Keep up the hard work. Thank you, Drylip. I appreciate it. We'll see if we can get them in the interview room in the Discord here. I'll give them a minute. We'll talk a little bit about what Coach Andrew said there. So essentially, it was a lot of big building up on their company and stuff. But whenever you take Windsward and you have that, that's it's they got to be super excited right now. This has to be the peak of a lot. It means a lot for the server. So big props to them. Big ups. Saying that they're coming for world domination. And guys, Modern yesterday said it that the Purple Plague. The Purple Plague was it, guys, and it looks like it hit hard. I'm waiting for them to pop down to the interview room. I'm going to give them a second here. I'll give them a ping on the Discord. All right, we got Rexy already lined up. I think Chris Turk is coming in, I believe, too. Thank you guys so much for the love too, man. I have I see my feed right now going up with follows and stuff. And even a Prime, Kim Fuzzy, thank you for the Prime. I don't have the alerts on because it's in the interview room, but guys, I thank you so much, man. It is so much appreciated. Tomorrow we have a 3-war lineup, and I'm doing a drunk shoutcast tomorrow, so it is going to be interesting. All right, guys. Looks like we might be getting Rexy up in here. Let's see how it goes. Fixing the mic a little bit. All right. All right. Rexy.
Yo.
How's it going, man? I know a little bit. You guys, just to hit the, to not beat around the bush here. Modern did just take a loss here, guys. So, before we talk about the war, yesterday Modern said that there was a purple plague. Going into this, I know that there had to be a little bit of hesitation. Did you guys come in? I know you guys. I talked to you guys yesterday about staying motivated and things like that. You guys never really think you're going in to lose and stuff. But were you guys a little more timid with tonight, knowing that Take Care is such a force?
To be honest, not really. We always keep a positive mindset before we go into the wars, because just thinking negatively is going to affect our gameplay. So we came in today with a good mindset, and it didn't seem like we had that energy throughout the points when we lost 2 points in like 5 minutes, but it's all that matters at the end of the day. We have fun.
Yeah, for sure. And it's good to keep that energy up, right? Because if you go into a war a little too timid, things like that, then it feels like you're going to lose anyway. So, it looks like Chris Turk might actually be in here. Let me pull him down here. Hey, Chris Turk, are you here?
Yo.
Hey, what's up, man? Just talk to Rexy a little bit about how, you guys keep that energy going, even if it looks like you guys might be losing and stuff. So let's talk a little bit about the war here. So I noticed that they went for a kind of a classic split there, but I think there was a call on the first point. It looked like you guys were struggling on that A point, but I'm wondering, I'm not asking, obviously I don't want to get too much into your calls here, but it looked like there was a little bit of confusion on whether you save the A point and go B, or if everybody just goes B and leaves A point. What do you guys think happened there?
Confusion there, but not between A and B. They do the same thing every time, 30-10-10. They try to disguise it and went 20C, and then broke off into 10-10 splits on B and C.
Gotcha. So there was some C point pressure.
Yeah, there was a call from our C group saying that there was more good C than there was. So we went to a kind of C split at first. It cost us on A point.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's some communication. They did like a 25-25 at the first, and then they split off into B, and then that like threw off our B shot callers and stuff. So
yeah, gotcha. And that's one of the powers that TC is good at, is creating like all pressure on all points. What feels like at all times. Like it feels like there's never really a time to breathe when you're facing them sometimes. So let's go ahead. So aside from the A point, it looks like you guys did a pretty good job there at holding them off on that final point for a minute. They eventually did take it. I'm more or less wondering about the fort. You guys had 11 minutes on the fort. That's actually not too much time for the defenders. So, that's actually, it's kind of low. A lot of defenders might have been able to do that. But at the same time, whenever you get to that point, respawn timers are so hard. Do you feel like TC do you think they won through camping your respawns, or do you think they won from just brute force onto the point?
Most definitely off the respawns. We executed Kenneth's master plan of the steel defense in the fort, but some people, they just didn't listen. They didn't camp the respawns. They didn't protect us. So once it came over to those 3 minutes where there's a minute respawns, they outperformed us.
Yeah,
they get the attacker's advantage on respawns on C point, but 50-50 Zerg, we hold our own very well with them. I think honestly we're better than a 50-50 Zerg. They get closer respawns. They get 1 life. They take C. We hold off in fort until they get down to the final 5 minutes. They know when respawns are up. They just did a better job of controlling the respawn points than we did.
Yeah, also, just from my experience, because I've been into a ton of wars, so I understand. I think there's a bit of a natural debuff for defenders whenever you get on your fort. It's almost like people just get so scrambled. But no matter what calls you're trying to tell them to do, it's like people are freaking out a little bit, and it seems like they can't ever get like a semblance of where they need to be. I don't know if that's what was happening, but that's happened to me in the past as a shot caller. I've been like, hey, I need people at Seagate, but everybody's so worried about everything else that we don't have, they don't answer. So do you feel like that might have been happening on your side? Like some people just getting a little scrambled and caught up in the moment?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, we have no excuses. We got beat. We got to get better. There's definitely things we need to work on. But
TC
I mean,
played
TC's
very
a good group. If we screw something up, like letting them camp respawns, they're going to beat us. But we had some new people in. We have 8 or 9 people out. That's not an excuse, but we just got to communicate better with them and figure out where people need to play to stop the respawn camps. We hold off really well. I think we win most 50v50 Zergs until it's a one big wipe and they get it, and then it's one big wipe in fort and they camp respawns and they get it. It's happened twice now, which is something we got to address.
Yeah, I think one thing though is definitely that positive mindset that you guys have, and I think what's important too is just knowing that there's obviously a fire under the belly a lot of times. Whenever you lose a territory, you're like, hey, we're gonna get it back. That's when you call for the instant push. That's when you rally the boys. You make sure everybody's on next time. Things like that. But let's not beat around the bush. It was definitely a competitive war. I was on a death screen here, but what time did you guys have on that fort take? It had they said it was like 5 seconds left. I think it had to be, right?
5 or 6 seconds.
I was on the respawn timer because no one wants to offend it. It was around 5 seconds. It was a very fun war. I respect TC.
Yeah, I will say, guys, that was one of the most hype wars I've ever had the privilege of being in. And I've also been in your shoes. I had defended Everfall on one of my old servers, and we lost with 2 seconds left. So I know how it feels. But aside from that, moving forward, it was a good valiant effort from you guys. Modern, what do you got? What are your guys' plans moving forward? You guys gonna try and fight back, take your stuff back?
Bro, we're gonna get the deck, come right back and smack that ass. Let's go. Play with me.
We're gonna spin the block for sure.
All right.
TC's moment in the spotlight is now. They're in global. Good for them. We'll be back, bro.
We'll be back for sure. I respect TC though. It feels good to have competition back in the server and having fun in wars, not gate camping people like usual. So these wars are definitely very good, and especially good for your streams.
Yeah, well, it is appreciated, and TC and everybody showing a little bit of love. Like I said, I want to make sure that everybody sees the people in the community. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we can all see that Modern is it owns Everfall and Windsward, and you can hear like, oh, these guys are really good. But until people get to hear your voice and get to hear some of the personalities, that's what we want, right? Like, I want people to come to Pluto and be like, man, I saw that thing about Modern and I heard them, and they're trying again. They're trying to push this again. They're not going to let TC just take it from them, and they're going to keep trying. So it's nice to hear you guys. It's nice to hear that you guys have a positive mental. But any final statements before I get you guys on out of here?
It was a good war, bro. It was fun. It was competitive. The sky is not falling on Modern. We still don't ever fall. Last I checked the map.
Thing is, what Modern is, back then, I used to gate camp them personally, but they always came back. They always had the mentality to keep on coming and trying as hard, the best that they can. So that's what I like the most about them.
Gotcha. Also, I don't want to ask, somebody asked in the chat, a couple people are, what's this e-dating thing? Is that just a meme? TC said something. There's some e-dating drama going on in Modern.
Modern, what the fuck?
That sounds like a meme to me.
That's the meme and a half, bro.
They're talking about I think.
TC trying to spread some propaganda? Damn, bro.
I'm just trying to address it here, but no, I'm messing around. Good job on the war today, guys. Extremely competitive. Rexy and Chris Turk here. You guys know him in game. Great players. Rexy, legend on the server. I always hear his name being thrown around here, so big props to them. I will chat with you guys later. Have a great night.
Have a great rest of your day, man.
Peace. All right, guys.